What's up, TikTok? This is your boy, Mr. Elvis in the house. This is your 2025 NFL draft in the first round from number 1 to number 32. The Tennessee Titans at number 1 pick Cam Warren out of Miami. I didn't really understand this, so I think giving up on Will Levis. Yes, so then at number 2, the Jacksonville Jaguars traded up to do the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what the draft capital they gave up, or the Jacksonville, but they got Travis Hunter, his cornerback slash wide receiver, at number 2. And number 3, which I thought was the steal of the end of the draft, the New York Giants pick Abdul Carter from Penn State University. This is the guy that I wanted the Bears to draft, but this was gonna cost us too much, and I don't think the Giants wanted to budget away from them. So yeah, so they already announced that they really gonna have Russell Wilson as the starting quarterback for the New York Giants. So and number 4, there's another guy that was off the table that Bears fans wanted. The New England Patriots draft Will Campbell out of LSU, offensive tight end. You know, he he used to be helping Drake May and that stuff. Watching he behind, protecting Drake May. And then we got at number five, the Cleveland Browns. They select Mason Graham out of Michigan. He's a defensive tight end. And at number 6, it was the guy that everybody wanted, and we thought that teams were going to try to draft. But we knew that they were going to, that Las Vegas Raiders wanted to replace Josh Jacobs, So, and they picked Ashton Jesse from out of Boise State, Iowa. Knew that he was going to go over there because of Pete Carroll, Yeah, I don't understand this. I mean, the Raiders have a lot of holes that they need to fix, and I thought maybe they would trade down with the team and that stuff, because they so then and then there was another guy that the Bears were everybody thought the Bears were gonna get, and then number 7, the New York Giants selected Ahmad Mumbaya out of Missouri. He's an offensive tight end, and number 8, the Carolina Panthers. They draft. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Something McMillan, something T McMillan. He's a wide receiver out of Arizona State, Arizona. And number 9, ninth pick. This was surprising. I thought that the New Orleans Saints were going to trade down, because they were rumored to trade down, and they picked Calvin Banks Jr. I think that was a guy that the Bears were looking at too. And then this pisses me off so bad. Why I don't understand why did the Bears draft a tight end? We don't need a tight end. We really have Cole Kmet. And this is the first. This is to be Ben Johnson's first pick. I don't know where they're trying to go with this pick. I know there was mixed, reactions from Bears fans. Some people love it, some people hate it. I didn't. They need to protect Caleb Williams. But we don't know. He's compared to Gronkowski, Kozlov, but he helped Michigan, win the championship with Jim Harbaugh when they won it. So then number 11 at the San Francisco 49ers select Malik Williams out of Georgia. He's an edge. He was a big guy that the San Francisco guy. I think that's a good pick. Then at number 12, Dallas Cowboys pick Tyler Booker and Ben. But it looks like I don't think Michael Parsons was not very too happy with that pick. Yeah, because we saw him in an interview and he was not happy about the pick. I don't know what the fans' reaction. Because I was at the Bears draft party. So, because remember the one time that the fans were just so pissed that they ran the TV over because they didn't happy with their draft pick. At number 13, the Miami Dolphins trade. They drafted Kenneth Grant out of Michigan. He's a defensive tight end. And then number 14, the Indianapolis Colts draft Tyler Warren out of Penn State. He's a tight end. And then number 15, the Atlanta Falcons drafted another draft pick that was really, really good. Jalen Walker out of Georgia. He's a linebacker. At number 16, we have the Arizona Cardinals draft Walter Nolan out of his Mississippi, defensive tight end, I think. And see, number 17. Sherman Sweater from Texas A&M. I don't know what the deal with Cincinnati because they're Haggis, what was that? The one of the guys that they one resigned. I don't know if they're gonna keep him or they try to trade him away and that stuff, but nobody's probably gonna give him what the Bengals were asking for. So in number 18, we got the Seattle Seahawks. They pick Gray Zambell out of North Dakota State. He's an offensive tight end. And number 19, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They draft Emeka Egbuka out of Ohio State, wide receiver. Yeah, I remember this guy. He was everybody was the wide receiver for them. He helped Ohio State win the championship. I mean, he's gonna be, I think Mike Evans, and that's gonna be a big wide receiving group. And definitely, Baker Mayfield. At number 20, the Denver Broncos draft out of Texas. He's a cornerback. I don't think out of Denver Broncos fans were too happy with that pick. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers, they drafted Derek Harmon out of Oregon. He's a defensive tight end. Yeah, man. And then at number 22, Los Angeles Chargers they drafted Armand Hampton of North Carolina, running back. I don't understand it. Why would you want to draft somebody that's not even a college team? I mean, that's a basketball school. Why would you want to? They're not known for football, North Carolina. But yeah. So at number 23, the Green Bay Packers draft for the first time that they